Hello. Dang it, cat. What are you? What a great start. Hi, I'm Fred. Welcome to Forever Bedrock SMP. I got two new cats yesterday, and they're both cats. This one behind me, Todd, is trying to fit his rather large body into a very small bookshelf. Yeah, that didn't feel good, did it? Okay, where am I? I'm here. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Deeski, for leading the charge here for our stream weekend. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. I can hear me fine. As both of them mentioned, we moved from the realm to a server, so we have greater distance of view, and also Minecraft being Minecraft and Bedrock doubly so, I've got new chunks. I'm not mad about it. I mean, who doesn't like a square mountain in the middle of nowhere? Nothing's interfered with my pillager outpost here. It's already ready to put a farm up. Unfortunately, there's only one spawn location in this one. And more exciting for me is a swath of swamp. Which means I can throw in a slime farm. You know, as opposed to the 7 slime chunks that are already in my Ultra Mega Base, which we can now see all of, finally. Let me get a mute button. But you can actually see the top now. It's so exciting. Before you can only see halfway up. So what happens when you build, to build height, which is each one of these towers or each one of these stacks of blocks is actually 4 stacks of blocks. Plus a couple. Alright, today's stream we're going to be digging out. Joe was finding buttons. Deeski was putting in lighting and building stuff. We're destroying stuff. Also, I got too used to chuck loaders sleeping all the time, so I got to remember to do that. Because right now, this is a super duper mob farm as well. When last we were over here, some of the people came over to help dig this out, which is nice. And I thought about asking if everyone wanted to see me just continue, kind of taking it down a couple layers at a time, or if we want to take out another chunk. But then I remembered I don't want to take out another chunk because it's a giant cave down there. Let's go look at the giant scary cave that almost killed me due to lag like months and months ago. You can watch my video Lagcraft on the info. Okay, let's see. Can I do this without breaking the scaffolding? So you see that? You see all of this gravel? That giant cave extends this direction a long, long way. So I will not be messing with that today. Bloop, bloop. And based on how deep down it is, it'll probably be another couple months before I get down to it and have to worry about it. But when I do, it'll be nice. Because that'll be a bunch of digging I don't have to do. It's already a cave. Disky, this is what I'm talking about. Something weird with the texture pack. Yeah, there's no rush on the slime farm. I got plenty of slimes just doing this. Now, I have made some bold predictions. They really are. I've made some bold predictions about when 1.20 is coming out. I specifically that it's going to be this month instead of June. I don't think that's how that works, Fluffy. I mean, if I get surrounded by the small ones, what happens is my ability to break blocks stops because every time I swing a pickaxe, I'm hitting a slime. But yeah, so still the beginning of April. There's still plenty of time for me to be right on that. I made that bold prediction just because they seem to be pushing a lot. Mojang seems to be pushing a lot of stuff out fairly quickly, which signals to me that it's probably a little bit sooner than our typical June releases. Hey, look at that! Block lag still exists. Fun. That's probably due to my connection. I think I'm only getting the. I was looking at the 80. The chat's going fast and furious over there. I don't know if I'll bounce. Hey Joe, you still online? Come over here, get bit by a slime, and see if you can bounce when you fall off into the deep spot. If you're on our Discord, you know that when Juggerite puts out a new video or a live stream, it has this sarcastic comment that Joe put in about whether or not he died. And usually, we get a good chuckle out of it, but his last live stream, at least the last one I saw, he about died 3 times in the first 5 minutes, so that was pretty pathetic. See, look. It's a slime dance party. Ah. There are some issues with playing with the controller, I know. I still usually prefer it. Even though every time I'm attacked and surprised, I accidentally go into crouch, which just slows me down, so I have a higher chance of dying. Yeah, Joe, don't forget to hit the like button. I was the first one to hit it last time after he reminded us on his stream. Listen, I have an excuse, though. For years, I used the what's the thing called, playlist? I used my likes to make reference to back to what I wanted to watch again, or had some info I wanted. I finally just created a separate playlist to do that so I can like all the videos I want. See? It was fun. Jugger, you're not wrong about that. They always are. Oh yeah, it was the yep. It was the Ocean Monument, which I have to double check. Let me fill my inventory real quick here, and then we'll go check at this Ocean Monument I'd started on. I don't know if it got lost in the move to the server, the work I'd done, or if another one popped in. Because one of the issues we were having, well, it wasn't really an issue. It just coordinates weren't turned on, so I wasn't sure where I was. But I was flying over there the other day, and or yesterday, and I couldn't see what I was expecting to see. Take this slow way up. I jumped for a reason, don't worry about it. I think the slime block, my box here was about to this point when I started out here digging down below. So I've gotten a few slimes. Here or there, 1 or 2, as it were. Now I want to fly. Oops, that's full. I'm going to go look at that Ocean Monument, but I don't want to use the another portal I put in there because if it did get reset, it might be dropping me in some weird spot I don't want to be in. So let me remember, find the coordinates. And let's fly out there. What direction am I facing? Ever since I got rid of all those farms, I always head towards the wrong direction. I get turned around so easily in here now. Yeah, Fluffy, I've finally just called the playlist reference and made it private. It's amazing what YouTube can do when you learn how to use it. There's also some fun lighting glitches. This is really neat at night because those like bands of sunlight still show up. Let's see. I need to go a few hundred more blocks. Ooh, there's a nice little slice of desert out here in case I needed some sand and sandstone, but you know, only a chunk's worth. Oop, I've overshot it in one direction. Uh-oh. Well, it's one of those good news, bad news situations. Okay, good. Yeah, there's also a lot of extra jungle around. Not mad about that. Oh, and some ice. Yeah, I saw this too. Yeah, I'd flown over this, so I just missed the. Don't worry about that. It's just some visual glitches. I'd flown over this. The other ocean monument I'd found was way over there. So this one is still good. I just think it's... I don't think I have an entrance to it. As we fly in, you can see that I've blockaded all the spots, the spawn spots for the Guardians. So only the drowned can kill me now. Oh, for a second I thought I landed on one. I'm like, whoa. Cool. But no, I'm not that cool. Oh no, I can still get down. This should not be open. Okay. Da-da-da. And I've mostly left the water in here because I don't know exactly what kind of farm I'm going to throw in here, but it'll be a basic one. So I just got an air bubble here, so my portal lights up. What tunnel? What's happening? Oh, if there's an issue with like the sound breaking up or the weirdness of those, the loading, I'm not getting a great connection. There's probably 3 other people streaming video games in his house. Cat is probably, you know, playing with the internet coming into the house. This isn't a close place. Like this, Nether Fortress. Oh, look, it just seems like it's right there, but it's like 1,000 blocks away. I always forget that. And with the higher render distance, this Nether portal seems completely ridiculous and pointless. Because this village that I built to get a what was I getting here? More of the purple terracotta. It's like right next door. I mean, I had been flying over here. I knew it was close, but with the the increased render distance makes this trip seem a little unnecessary through the Nether. Back to digging. Everyone's favorite activity. I haven't lost that a lay in a few days, though. That's been pretty nice. And I let my sheep farm just kind of go to pasture. Or my wool farm, because I have enough wool. Mostly. What kitty? Meow. You've got food upstairs. And people. Whoops, wrong direction. Yeah. Didn't need that kind of surprise. What are you... Cats. So by the block lag, you can tell a little bit of a connection issue, I think, today. It's fine, everything's fine. I'm sure no one interfered with the internet trash can thing we have from T-Mobile, like when someone put a quilt on it for 2 weeks, our connections kept dropping, or when they push it towards the metal dryer vent, and the connection just gets blocked by the Faraday cage as the basement. Or the fact that T-Mobile themselves told us we get 5G, but they don't actually have 5G in our city yet. I guess in that case, it can only get better before it gets worse. Well, man, it can get worse, but no permanent way to move but up. Uh-oh. I see an error. YouTube informs me that I'm not sending enough video to maintain a smooth stream. So enjoy this choppy stream of me breaking blocks. And then watch the replay where you can see and hear, hopefully, everything I've been saying for the last 15 minutes. Well, we might be back. We're probably not back. Looks like we're not back. Dang it, Zuckerberg. Stop taking all my internet. Hello. Let's not die. Unless it's in a controlled manner. Preferably while playing the award-winning Death Juggles. No, don't ask what award. Trust me, it exists. I am back. Oh yeah, it's green. You guys missed the funniest jokes, like the best entertainment possible. Sorry you missed it all. I can never repeat what happened, what you couldn't see or hear. You just have to take my word for it. So now I'm gone, even though I think I'm sending out good enough information for YouTube to use. Must be a delay. Now it's tanking. I do have that spider spawner right there. Although it wasn't that spider that tried to kill me. I say try because there's no evidence that I did die to spider. Lost all my stuff. You offered to help, but I was nowhere nearby because I was feeding the cats. But look, I still have all my stuff, so that obviously didn't happen. See, it's too creamy. I think in the absence of a solid internet connection, we'll just sit here and watch Iron Golem slowly die in the lag. Well, I do some checking up on things to see if I could possibly get it to work at all. I'm trying to clear it out so less mobs load in around it. That's close enough. The falling iron, like that's a little odd, but it makes sense. Come up from above. Let's see. So far, no, nothing that makes sense, except possibly the base being little beefy. But that shouldn't really affect things. I mean, there's not much around there, except for that giant cave that probably has like half a dozen or more persistent mobs because they've picked up some random bit. Might have to go spelunking sometime soon. But the stacked iron farm is working nice and fast. Thanks, pal. Still tired of messing with villagers. Let's see. Will my internet provider admit to terrible internet? Shockingly, no. Wow. Well, let's see. Let me go back. Throw all this stuff in there. Or those chests. And then we'll go break some other blocks, since obviously breaking blocks on my base is not a great idea when I'm trying to stream. I'll also grab a little bit of this iron to go. It's here after all. What did I do? Forgot how to play the game. That's what I did. Alright. Let's go throw some blocks away, then find some other blocks to tear up. Thinking a continuation of replacing the stone with dirt over behind the Hill Street Blues police station that D-Ski built on a recent stream, K's Creations. Let's make sure that Joe's yep, still captured. I've brought it back here a couple of times already. So I can't remember. Are we on the Cheaty XP farm with furnaces doesn't work again? Or are we in the part where it does work again? I'm just trying to keep in mind where we're going to be back, when we get to the 120. Because it always slips back and forth, of course, every time there's a minor update, even with Bedrock. And I lost track of which one we're at. Cheaty or no cheaty? Anyone know? Is it Joe hanging around? Ooh. Okay, so my base is a little laggy. Da, 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 da. I already lowered it from 50 to 35. Let's go to 20. I don't need to see far. I don't know if that helped or it's coincidence. I've noticed on the server versus the realm, when you go into a new dimension, like through a portal anyway, it takes a few seconds to kind of catch up. It loads slow. So that's probably how that was. Of course. Okay, maybe not completely just that. Oof. I knew I hit the wrong shulker box, but then I couldn't tell if I had any of that or not. Did I try to open this one? I don't remember at this point. Nope, wrong one. Iron. Iron. Okay, to the shopping district. Or town. Town of games. Town of games. There's Joe clapping. I need to widen this road out. I keep running incorrectly, but when you got the speed boost on with the soul speed, ooh, that's the speed I like to play at. Give it a second to load. I have not finished the decorating around here quite yet, but I did get most of the grass and dirt covered up at least. So from above it looks finished. The ubiquitous allay just hanging out in random locations. Pop off the courthouse. And let's just replace all this stone and cobblestone with dirt. I guess we can use grass since Joe uses Silk Touch. And therefore we have a bunch of it. Jeez, lag much? Okay, so it's not just my base. Good to know, good to know. Ugh. I had planned on just breaking blocks today, not putting blocks back. I mean, I don't know if I can handle that. I fear change. I do like doing this. Whee! It's also one of the reasons I'm always paranoid about making sure I sleep. Because when you're placing blocks like this, you can't see anything around you until you see little creeper toes flashing right in your peripheral vision. I said creeper toes. Don't try to snuggle me. You're just going to despawn and leave me like all the others. Or glitch out, get struck by lightning, turn into a zombified piglin or pigman. All sorts of terrible, nasty things could happen. I mean, to you, not to me. I'm fine. Maybe not completely fine. I'm continue talking to a pig that has already, in fact, despawned. For who knows how long after it had despawned. I've been working a lot this weekend. I'm not used to doing it. Sometimes you gotta take a break and just talk to the pigs in the game you play. But not those sheep. Forget those sheep. Digging a hole before the rain comes in. Stops my mind a-wandering. Where it will go. The problem is, it's been a long weekend. It's been a long weekend at work, so when I go back to work tomorrow for more work, it'll be like no weekend at all. I didn't even do my normal Easter tradition of watching Jesus Christ Superstar. I just listened to the soundtrack. Which my kids, who one says they hate it and the other one says, it's alright. We're probably fairly happy about. Well, you know, until I kicked the one off the Oculus so I could actually play. Didn't help, but, you know, that's not information I need to share. For any of you new or upcoming parents, occasionally it's good to lie to your kids. Necessary. Fun, even. Even if it's only lies by omission. No, don't worry, Lunar. I'm sure Deesky never does that to you. He's totally open and honest. I'm not even sure why we're replacing this with dirt, because it can't possibly be left flat like this, right? Yeah. That's up to the FB engineer to figure out. I'm just here to lay down sod. Break some rocks. Rinse and repeat. I almost decided to rip up sod because I got backwards. Just leave it flat. Well, I mean, I know you've been flattening out the area out some more, so it's not so disjointed when we're building stuff out here. So that makes sense. Even with the render distance like less than half of what it's set to by default, I can still see so far away. Okay, maybe I don't need to crank it up that high. Period to you too, Swift Arcs J Z. Oh boy, reading. Now see here, it's getting dark. I'm looking at the ground instead of around me. Right now I'm replacing all of these blocks with grass blocks because what I plan to do over at my base, which was just dig blocks instead of replacing blocks, kind of got called on a count of terrible connection. So I'm just helping make our SMP city look pretty. Hey, accidental rhyme. Thanks for finally sleeping, Joe. Now I'm wandering around looking for a bed. Oh, wait, that sounded sarcastic. Thanks for sleeping, Joe. Kitty, go away. What do you mean, no? There's probably food up there for you. Yes, there is. Go look. What the? Joe, you didn't even finish putting all the grass in last time. We were here like an hour and a half ago. Or an hour ago. Joe's using sarcasm like what I say. Sure, I'll request for and make sure I get a permit to build anywhere I want. Did he lose the FBI engineer election anyway? I was pretty sure we voted for Lunar when he was gone. There's big campaign flags and everything. Well, I think I've said it before, Joe. Digging all these blocks out can be quite a boring job. Oh, I'm not nearly as far along as I thought. Let's see. Looked ominous. Oh no. Piglet's safe. It's fine. Everything's fine. Does it do these too? I want to fill in this giant cave. I don't want to fill in this giant cave. Why is there an unlit giant cave? Every live stream we get distracted by caves. Hey, don't be shoot. Look at you trying to shoot at me. Jerk. I'm going back to my digging. You don't appreciate me lighting up the caves. You could just take the caves for yourself. Oh, I'm out of range of the haste. Of the beacon. Did we ever find out who put that beacon there? Or counting. Or redstone. I'm just trying to give myself a good barrier to know when to or how far away I can get the effect here, even for a little bit before it fades out. That extra 16 seconds is pretty good. That's all I really need. Yeah, I was thinking it might have been fluffy. I mean, there is nothing wrong with, doing complicated or dangerous things on stream. As long as you don't want your stream to make it look like you're competent at anything in life. And I think we're all pretty aware that that's okay. Why am I wasting that on placing blocks? See? This is what I'm talking about. Brain no worky. Now I place blocks. Then I go get the haste again. These kind of amazing tips you won't get just on any Minecraft stream. Time saving. You're welcome. Okay, now I need to do... See, I'm almost there. Cow and a rabbit are having a conversation. So what sport's coming up next? I mean, besides, soccer, which seems to be year-round. Springtime, right? Gotta be baseball in America. Baseball takes up the longest 18 months of every year. I mean, that's not exactly lit up. Oh, the cobblestone marking where we just have giant openings. That could be useful information. Completely erasing. Oops. Don't mind me, just waiting for my inventory to pop up. There we go. I don't know if I count it as a sport either, but it's not seasonal. Playoffs? Oh, the ice melted. In theory. And look at this. Magic numbers. Oh, and they all disappeared. I guess I can have a strong stream or I can have a strong game connection. I will say, Joe, that I definitely count KFC as a sport. I mean, people make fun of Taco Bell, but, KFC is definitely the run to the border. That's not true. Every time I've seen hockey, there's tons of ice out in the parking lot. Very dangerous. A lot of people badmouth Bedrock for like the different lag bugs like we're seeing here, but let's face it, those of us who played console back in the day are used to them from then too. Blue Jackets, what is that, like the high school team? I figure either Joe will sleep soon or I'll be attacked. Either way. Huh. Forgot to close my shulker when I left before. How embarrassing. Another option is Joe sleeps soon and I still get attacked. Blackhawks being embarrassing. Gobble. Gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Oh, wait, no. Cobble, cobble, cobble. They're all cursed. That's Doug right. We single-handedly provided this SMP with like, I don't know, 95% of the shulker boxes we have on here. This can't really be called terraforming. I mean, technically it is, but just forming a flat surface. Surface forming. Hey, thanks to higher render distance, I can tell that that shulker is still open. Oh, missed block. Worst. I tend to crouch when I'm placing blocks like this because I also tend to not pay attention where I am and just walk off. I think you all know what I mean. Saw Joe and Disky do it like half a dozen times this week. Right here in this area, even. Ah, killing me, game. For sure, the one time I want you not to break something, you do. I'm going to have to read words. I'm going to have to mend my pickaxe, and TC's not online for me to steal his XP like earlier. I'm going to have to go use one of my many less effective XP farms. I mean, I have a couple that are just as effective, but only technically because he's doing all the work when he's just standing there at that one. Yes, doing all the work by standing there. That's what I said. Last stack in my inventory. Don't worry, everybody. If you want to dig a basement to some buildings over here, I left all this stuff unfilled in. So, you know, it makes it easier. Really? Stop it. Break. Break. And there's a Joe. Who knows where he was dilly-dallying. He's got XP bottles. Here, I got my pickaxe. This is strangely weird and effective. Strangely weird? Is it possibly weird without being strange? They got me about a quarter of the way up there. Sorry, right away. I gotta get another shulker for the... whatever these things are. Okay, I'm good. Thanks. I just have to find the shulker that I picked up. I need to add it to my list of ways to get XP in Minecraft. Sometimes it can be freely given, not just stolen. Alright, well, I put down all the grass I picked up. And even though you've only had about 20 minutes of live stream, I've had a full hour of it. And now I have to go back there and replace this dirt, or put this stone away. Oh, whatever, I landed fine. It was a great landing. Well, thank you for joining me. If you're rewatching this later, hopefully I remember to cut out all the junk where you couldn't see anything. So this was nice, short, and you're wondering why it was such a short live stream. It really was taking a long time. I was just having lots of issues. Connection issues. I mean, some personal issues. Definitely pet issues. Lots of lag issues. Didn't I already hit a rocket? Yeah. Alright, well, the game's not working for me at all. Oh, let me just rocket into a building now. Thanks, game. And slowly walk towards the area that we spent so much time trying to remove the lag from, but the lag refuses to be removed. It shall continue. Hey, you got rid of your bed. You've cleaned up his entire base. I don't even know where I am anymore. And here I thought you were just tearing down mountains left and right. Thanks for all watching. This is not